right. Anyway, Hunter Greene. Can we just talk about Hunter Greene for a moment? Because people drop into my mentions again all the time. They're so disappointed. His ERA is almost 6. It was 6, over 6 before this last one. And I can't find a single thing to be disappointed about in what we've seen from Hunter Greene so far. You all tell me something we should be disappointed about. Is there anything?
He's not hitting for himself like Shohei. That's probably
There
it
you go.
is.
That's it.
There it is. Only a one-way player. What a loser.
Oh.
I could talk about these two young guys all day long, though. I mean,
Hunter Greene and Nick Lodolo, the two young guys we've been expecting all year. Is that the two young guys you're talking about?
No, not the Reds' second and third best pitchers. I'm talking about their first and second.
Nate is, of course, a fully paid member of the Graham Ashcraft fan club.
Oh, man.
Graham Cracker.
Ashy Grammy. I am too excited by these guys. Like Hunter Greene, obviously, the ERA is a little bit bloated. Whatever. People need to shut up. I mean, against the Diamondbacks, 7 innings, 1 hit, a drag bunt to lead things off, 8 Ks, no runs. In the last month, 3.41 ERA, 0.931 WHIP. And you know we love it when the WHIP starts with a decimal. He's at 11.5 Ks per 9. I mean, what else can you say?
He's getting there.
How old is he?
14. 14 years old.
The impressive thing is the adjustments that he's made in such a short amount of time. That most people do not realize what he has just done. That takes most major league pitchers at least a full year and the offseason. And then maybe that next year they make those type of adjustments. I mean, it's unbelievable. I just love watching him pitch. His focus is unreal. I don't care if he's pitching in Cincinnati when there's 2,500 people or he's pitching in Boston whenever it's sold out. And, just mowing through that lineup. And then, him getting hit around like that, I almost count that as fluky as the Tyler Stevenson foul ball. Like, a lot of people squared him up, but for whatever reason, he might have been tipping pitches, whatever. I could care less about that. But the fact that he mowed through those guys just like that in Boston. Yeah. I mean, come on, guys. Something, what are we talking about?
You said something that I said to somebody else the other day, which is in the first 2 months of his career, it's been kind of a microcosm of what I would have expected to see over a longer span, a year or more, which is that the league maybe adjusted to him a little bit, and then he made adjustments back. And that's hard to do. That's hard to do for anyone, much less a 14-year-old. It's his maturity and his kind of thoughtful way he approaches the game. And I don't know. Knock, he's on wood here. If he stays healthy, this guy is the best I've ever seen.
I caught flack, maybe about a month ago, whenever he had, I forget which outing it was, but I just saw, just looking at him, they do the close-ups of the pitcher during the game, and he just yanked the slider a little bit too much to a lefty, and it made it 2-1. And he was so pissed within himself. And it was like he didn't drop a big F-bomb, but he was just it was almost like a Tiger Woods focus. I made that tweet that is like he reminded me of Tiger Woods. Not saying he's Tiger Woods level, which everybody thought I was comparing him to. But I'm just like the intensity and the focus on one little pitch, on one little millimeter of a difference of releasing that ball from one that made it move an extra 6 inches to make himself fall behind in the count on a game that doesn't mean anything. He's so focused and intense on being better than anybody else that's around him. He wants to be the best on the field at all times. And
let me ask you. Go ahead.
You can't teach that. That's that killer drive that these guys have. And you can't teach them. This guy has it. And you see how he's pitching to LA and in Boston. You imagine pitching in a playoff game on a game that means something? You don't think he's going to be firing 100, 101?